Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. This is Intentional Living, and today we are talking about goals. We are wrapping up our goals from 2023. I'll show you what I did or did not accomplish, and then we're going to set some goals for 2024 because we're in it and it's time to do this. I will say I kind of dragged my feet on filming this, mostly because I just haven't felt super inspired. So some of my goals are kind of repetitive from this year, but we'll talk about it. So I'm sorry that this is definitely going to affect the lighting, but it makes more sense for my iPad to be like this, but it's going to make it kind of a weird lighting situation. All right, so this is my digital planner from 2023, and this is the goals section that I filled out at the beginning of the year. There's always a year at a glance, so I can see kind of what big things are coming up. And then I go into my short-term goals. So I set some goals, whether that be Christmas savings, going to Europe, medical, new car, savings, pet fund, emergency fund, wedding, future wedding, and Roth IRA. So those are some of the goals I set for this year or for 2023. And then I also set some 5-year goals for retirement, a down payment on a car, my future wedding, pet emergency fund, and then long-term 10-year goals for retirement, my emergency fund, and a house down payment. So now what we're gonna do, and I didn't have debt payoff goals because I'm debt-free, which is awesome. It also comes, my new budget book is the same way. For 2024, it comes with a recurring due dates page, which I didn't use. So that's like bills that come out annually or monthly. Okay, so this is what we are working on today, our end of year wrap up and short-term goals. So we are just gonna jump right in and see how we did. Get my calculator out. So the goal was to save $1,500 for Christmas, but after I kind of did math, I didn't think I needed that. So I only saved $1,350, and I ended up being under budget by about $100. So we were under technically this goal by $150. But again, even though I was under that goal, I didn't need $1,500, so it was fine. But I do think, anyway, we'll talk about 2024 when we get there. My Europe trip, my goal is to save $7,000, and I saved $7,300-ish. And that means we saved an additional $300 for that, which was awesome. And then I came out under budget for that trip as well. My medical goal was to save $1,000, and I did do that exactly. So there's that. And then new car, I had hoped to save $1,000 towards getting a new car, which I don't need. I just wanted to start building up some money for a down payment. And I did save money, but then I ended up having to use it. Well, not having to use it. I used it to buy a moped, and so I don't have anything. So obviously we did not accomplish that goal, and we were under by $1,000. My quarter life crisis got the better of me on that one, but no regrets, because when it gets a little warmer out, I'm going to drive my moped to work every day and save so much money on gas. So there's that. And then pet emergency fund, the goal was to save $500, which I did save, but then ended up having to pay. Rosie got a surgery that I helped pay for, so that kind of drained that. So I believe we ended with around $200 in 2023. It's hard to know because I've also been budgeting and spending in 2024, but I think it was around $200. So obviously we didn't reach that goal, and we were under by $300 there. But then for wedding savings, my goal is to save $1,000, and I have over $10,000 saved. So, and obviously I didn't save all of that in 2023, but I did save the majority of that in 2023. So that was an increase of like $9,000-ish. So yeah, there's that. And then my Roth IRA, my goal was to max it out at $6,500, and we did that. So I'm overall pretty happy with this. New car is not something I need right now, but I do want to focus on saving for that. Medical, I'm super happy with. Europe and Christmas, I was under budget, so super happy with that. And then pet emergency fund, I'm gonna keep working on. So I feel pretty good. Of the two I didn't reach, I feel like, it's fine. Like, they're not dire needs, but I do want to kind of refocus and get those done this year, which is a spoiler for some of my 2024 goals. And then we go into 5-year goals. I wanted to save 1 times my salary by the time I was 30, and I turned 30 in 2023. And my yearly salary is around $56,000 for my full-time job. And I checked today, which is in 2024 technically, and I turned 30 in November. But as of today, last night, I had $57,236.42 saved in retirement. And so I am 30, so I'm gonna take this as a win. So I was over in this by, let's see, I don't need my calculator, by $1,236.42, which is awesome. So I did reach that goal, which is so great, because this is what, like, I bank with Fidelity, and their like calculator for if you're on the right trajectory and like won't have to panic when you're later in life is to have 1 times your salary in your retirement funds by the time you're 30. So hopefully that means I can just steadily save for retirement and will never have to like panic save. So, and then my 10-year goal is to save 3 times my salary by the time I'm 40. This is not the right number. It's like 15, it's 57. So obviously we have not reached this goal because that's a 10-year goal. So let's see, we're under by, so 3 times my salary would be 168,000, and we only have 57,236.42 saved. So we are under by $110,000, $763.58. So we have $110,000 to go, but we are a third of the way there, which is awesome. And I still have 10 years till I'm 40, and so lots of time for interest to compound. So going on to my car, by 2025, which is not this year, but next year, I want to have $5,000 saved for a car down payment. And I have nothing saved right now, which is fine, because again, these are 5-year goals. So we are under by $5,000 right now. And then for my wedding by 2025, I said I wanted $5,000 saved, LOL. Because I did always think we'd get married in 2025, but I didn't realize we would get engaged in 2023. So the goal was $5,000 by 2025, and we have $12,560 saved as of 2023. So let's see, we are over budget by $7,560, which some of that's because I moved some emergency fund money around. So I didn't save all $7,000 in 2023, or $12,000 in 2023, but that is still great. But now basically I have more time to save more money for my wedding, which is great. And then pet emergency fund, I wanted by end of 2024 to have $1,000 saved, and I only have $200, which is fine because it's not end of 2024 yet. So we are under by $800, but that is a good like mental note that was a goal I had for 2024 now that we're in 2024. And then for long-term goals, I want my emergency fund to be 5 times my monthly expenses by the time I'm 40, which is 2023. And so that would mean I'd need around $15,000 just for me. And I have $5,000 saved now, so we are under by $10,000. So I have basically 10 years to get, I didn't fix these. That's so sad. Oh wait, no, this is 2023. Never mind. Okay, so by 2033, I need to save $10,000 more in my emergency fund, which is fine. I have time. And then a house down payment by 2030, I would like $20,000 saved, and I have $700 now. So we are under by, what is that? $19,300. So got a little bit of work to do on that, but my goal is to pay for the wedding first and then pivot over to house after. So those are our 2023 goals, and I think we did pretty good. Well, I mean, these are our 5 and 10 year goals, but these were our 2023 goals, and I think I did pretty good. So then we get to move on over to our 2024 budget binder, or budget book, which you'll see looks very similar. So first what I did is fill out a year at a glance. I don't have really any big things in January or February, which is nice. But in March, Colin and I are going to a wedding expo to meet some vendors and things. And then we also have a friend's wedding in March, but it's in town, so we don't have to travel for it. So that should be pretty inexpensive other than like a gift. In April, we're going to Arkansas where some of my family lives for a weekend, so that'll be fun. May, we don't have anything big right now. And then in June, we're going on a family beach trip. And then we have another friend's wedding that is out of town. So I'll need to save some money for that. And then in July, I think I might go wedding dress shopping in July. So obviously that's an expense I need to keep in mind. But then we don't really have plans for the second half of the year. So I'm leaving this open. As big things come up that are going to impact my budget, I will just add it to my year in a glance, and that will keep me on track for saving for those bigger things so I don't go into debt. So now for our short-term goals. So these are goals I want to accomplish in 2024. So obviously wedding has become a thing that I want to seriously save for, and I would love to have $25,000 saved by the end of the year. And I have, like almost 13,000 saved now. So what is that? Let me go back here. I have 12,560. The trash truck is coming, of course. Saved already. So we only need $12,440 more saved. So that means to get that extra amount saved, we need to, if you divide that by 12 months, we need to save around $1,040 every month to reach that goal. And I know Colin and I have already decided from our full-time paychecks, we're each going to do $200 a month. So if we both do that, that's $400 a month times 12 months is almost $5,000. So I really only have to make up the difference with additional money. So whether that's like gifts we get from people or my Etsy YouTube or, extra money he makes and throws at it, that's kind of what we need to do to hit this goal by the end of 2024. And then Roth IRA, I want to max it out again. And that's the limit this year is $7,000. And so I need to put in around $585 a month to reach that goal. And I might pull back from my full-time job retirement contributions in order to reach this, because I might generally put a little bit less towards retirement since I am saving aggressively for a wedding. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet. And then pet emergency fund, I do want to reach that $1,000 by the end of the year. So I just need to put in around $70 a month, and then I will hit that goal. And then I do seriously want to save my first $1,000 for a new car, just in case something happens and I need some cash to put towards a new car. And that's about $85 a month, which I already put $20 a week towards cars. So that's already that's like already going to reach that goal if I don't have any car expenses and I only do my full-time paycheck for that. So I just got to throw some side hustle money at it and hope that no major repairs come up, and I should hit this. And then another big goal for 2024 is Colin and I want to combine our finances, which will, of course, drastically change probably all of this. Not really, because we'll probably still want to max out my Roth. We'll probably still want to save that for the wedding, and we'll probably still want a pet emergency fund. He already has one though, so like I would add his to mine. But so more to come on this. We will likely be combining finances at some point in 2024. So that's a pretty big goal for me. And now for our 5-year goals, I want my down payment for a car goal to remain. That was a 2023 goal, and I just kind of transferred it over to 2024. So I want to save $5,000 by 2025 or by the end of 2025. And then I want my emergency fund to be 3 times my monthly expenses by 2026. So giving myself a couple years to do that, which basically just means I need to go from $5,000 to $10,000. Which should be super doable after we pay for the wedding. And then home, I want to save for my house down payment. I moved it up. So my previous goal was saying house down payment by 2030. This time I want to move it up to 2028. We definitely want to buy a house. And if I save 20,000 and if Colin could save 20,000, we would have 40,000, which should be good. Hopefully for a down payment. But yeah, I just moved that goal up because I'm getting the itch to have a home. So move that goal up just so that I remember, okay, when you're done saving for wedding, like these are the things you need to move on and tackle, at least as my life stands right now. And then long-term goals, which are 10-year goals, I want to have 3 times my yearly salary in retirement by the time I'm 40. So that goal remains, and I want that done by 2033 because that's when I turned 40. And then my emergency fund, I want it to be 5 times my monthly expenses by 40, which was, again, both of these were 2023 goals. So I just moved that over to remain as long-term goals. So really, I just moved from 2023, I moved the house down payment up into 5 years. These stayed at 10-year. And then I hit my retirement by 30, so that no longer is a goal. So now it's just car, wedding, pet, or car, emergency fund, and home, because in my 1-year goals, I moved up wedding and pet. So I hope that makes sense. But those are my goals. They're not terribly exciting, but they are what I plan to focus on in 2024. I'm really just trying to throw a bunch of money at wedding, honestly, and retirement. So, and combining finances and figuring out how all that's gonna work. So that is it for my goals. And I realized I mentioned I might do a net worth update, which I can do really quick right now for the end of 2023. So let me get that organized, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what our net worth ended up being at the end of 2023. Okay, I did the math, and the last time I did my net worth was at the end of August, and it was $90,957. And so I did update how much I have in my cash envelopes, which went up. It was around $1,000, and now it's $1,756, or was at the end of 2023. Sinking funds, $27,905. My emergency fund went down because I moved some money from my emergency fund to my sinking funds. So that was $10,000 before, now it's $5,000. My car worth went down on Credit Karma, like a couple $100 to $6,025. My retirement fund from my old job went up. Thank you, interest. $27,953. My Roth IRA went up it went up to $16,000. And then my other retirement account for my current job is at $13,356. And then I counted up in my intentional living envelopes what I had at the end of 2023 besides taxes and Roth contributions, and that was $2,840, which did go down since August. So I have no idea if my net worth went up or not, so we are going to do some math because I wanted to wait and do this on camera with you. I have a feeling it went down. I don't know why, but we'll see. Okay, so our new, oh my God, I really did not expect that. Okay, we've reached $100,000 net worth. That's not the right number. I really didn't think I was gonna meet that in 2023, but my goal was to have over $100,000 net worth. That is so cool. What a fun way to end 2023, even though it's been ended. Anyway, so let's see the difference in like dollars since August. So my change in net worth went up almost $10,000. Wow. So $9,966. And that is a change of almost 11%. So that went up 10.96%. That is huge. And what's crazy is that doesn't even include the challenge money because I haven't stuffed that yet. I'm stuffing that in my next video for 2024. So I reached $100,000 net worth without counting those challenges. So this is only going to go up. So how fun. What a great way to end 2023. This is officially the last video. The next video will be for 2024, and we are going to jump into this year and have a great year. And if you want to get this budget planner, the 2024 version is available now. I'll show you what the cover looks like, and it has all of these pages that I'll be using on my channel. So check it out. It's in my Etsy shop, link down below, and I'll catch you in my first 2024 video. Bye.